in the Korean War, and let's show him a round of applause for his service.
The Joe train rolls back into Foundation Field tonight as the Richmond Jazz come to town to take on Hamilton here on the 4th of July. Good evening, everyone. Luke Westpoli, Sam Newcomb alongside. Sam, the Joes jump into first place after yesterday's game. They've got a chance to continue the win streak today as they could potentially go undefeated on the week here, as this is their final game here in this week.
Yeah, the Joes are playing really good baseball right now. They were able to get a big win yesterday over the Cincinnati Steam, taking them down 5-1 to get in first place, but that first place lead couldn't evaporate because the Steam already won today over the Bison. The Bison lose their 11th straight game, so with the loss here tonight for the Joes, they would drop back a half game behind the Steam in second place. So a lot on the line tonight. The Richmond Jazz are playing good baseball. They're third in the standings, so they have a lot to prove as well. So should be a fun one. Joe's playing good baseball, winning 5 straight, looking for the perfect week.
So the Richmond Jazz looking for their 3rd straight win. Additionally, hot as well as the Joes. They are standing at 15-10 on the season, 1.5 games back of first place coming into tonight. Let's take a look at our lineups. We'll start with the Richmond Jazz bats. Batting first and playing second base is KJ Curry. Batting second and playing shortstop is Cale Chatham. Batting third and playing right field, Austin Slate. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Ben Huber. Batting fifth, the DH, Tyler Johnson. The center fielder, Leandre Turner, will bat 6th. Batting 7th is Holden Feidler, the catcher. Bradley Fleener will bat 8th and play third base. And rounding out the order for the Jazz is Tyler Borges, and he will be in left field. On the mound for the Hamilton Joes today, it is Bryce Smith out of Northern Kentucky. And Bryce is making his 4th start, appearing in his 9th game. He's pitched 27 1/3 innings for the Joes. He's given up 20 hits, 13 runs, 11 earned, walking 10 and striking out 14. And he has a record of 5-0 on the season and an ERA of 3.62. So it should be a fun one as the Joes look to stay in first place after taking over that position with their win yesterday. 5-1 was the score over the Cincinnati Steam here at Foundation Field. As we get set here, the players are introduced. And so let's take a look at how the Joes will line up in the field. From left to right in the outfield is Victor Valderrama, Logan Castleman, and Harry Jackson. And from left to right in the infield, you got Luke Arnold, Garrett Staten, Cole Becker, and Leighton Banjoff. Bryce Smith is on the mound as aforementioned, and behind the plate for the Joes today will be Evan Ulrich. Sammy Sass is in the lineup today in the DH spot. We will see him on the other side of the inning. Teams will get warmed up here. We got some full introductions today.
Yeah. Should be a good one. The Richmond Jazz currently have a 3-2 record against the Joes this summer. Joes were able to beat the Jazz the second game of the season 11-3, but then they lost 3 straight to the Richmond Jazz, 4-1, 6-2, 5-4 in 12 innings, and then just last week the Joes were finally able to get back in the winning column against Richmond and beat them 6-1. And they'll look to even up the series at 3 with a win tonight.
The Joes are in their white-on-whites with the black caps and script Joes in red across the front. The red script Joes and numbers with yellow accents on the front of the jerseys. The Richmond Jazz are in their blue uniforms with the Saxophone Jazz logo on the left chest. In white numbers on the back with orange accents and orange caps. As Bryce Smith throws his warm-up pitches here on the 4th of July. The team participated in Hamilton's 4th of July parade earlier today as they drove through Hamilton and rallied up support for the team, and they're hoping to pull in some more fans for the second half of this season as they could potentially be making a run into the playoffs. But still, of course, a long way to go. We'll have fireworks after the game, too. So if you're a Hamilton resident listening in, you'll probably keep an eye on those as the night goes on following the game. Evan Ulrich throws it down, and we'll get ready to start here. KJ Curry will come to the plate for the Jazz. Curry 4th on the team in average, batting .325. Appeared in 21 of the Jazz 25 contests thus far. Curry steps into the righty box, and he will face the southpaw Bryce Smith. First pitch from Smith is a fastball that finds the inside corner for strike one. First pitch time 7:05, just as scheduled. Smith going quick to the second delivery. This one is lined right at shortstop Garrett Staten. He got a glove on it, but he wasn't able to make the grab. So KJ Curry's in there with a base hit to lead things off, and now Cale Chatham will come to the plate.
Yeah, Staten had to make a tough play to his right, but just couldn't haul it in. It bounced off his glove and probably was inside the glove for a second, but couldn't hold on to it.
So that'll bring in Cale Chatham, junior out of LaGrange College. Will get the first pitch from Smith and take this one out into left field. Victor Valderrama's going back, and did he make the catch? He did. Nice play there by Valderrama. Means Curry's going to have to go full speed all the way back to first. He was backtracking, had to look over his shoulder, and that ball fell kind of over his body. He had his back to home plate, but he was able to make the grab for the first out.
Yeah, that ball kept carrying out in the left center gap, but Victor Valderrama able to cut it off before it hit the turf, and big out.
First pitch is a good one on the outside corner to Austin Slate, the three-hitter for the Jazz.
We know that Bryce Smith, when he pitches for contact. Not much of a strikeout pitcher for the Joes this summer.
So he throws back over to first base. Yeah, he's been really good for the Joes, but only 10 strikeouts on the season. That doesn't reflect his performance necessarily, as it's grounded up the middle. A nice play made at short, and the throw over to first is in time. Garrett Staten with the reactionary grab. He's able to tag second, fire over to first, and that's a 6-3 inning-ending double play. So KJ Curry leads things off with a hard-hit single over there to short, but Garrett Staten was able to rebound, get the double play, and Bryce Smith faces the minimum in the top of the first. We'll see the Joes bats for the first time tonight when we return. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube. ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield, or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Back here at Foundation Field, the Joes were able to keep a goose egg on the scoreboard despite giving up a hit in the top of the first. We'll go over the lineup right now. Leading off for the Joes will be Logan Castleman. He will step in now. Batting second will be Harry Jackson, the right fielder. Sammy Sass will DH and bat third. Leighton Banjoss playing first. And in the cleanup spot, batting fifth is Cole Becker at second. Batting sixth is Luke Arnold at third. Victor Valderrama bats seventh in left field. Batting eighth is Evan Ulrich catching, and batting ninth is Garrett Staten, the shortstop. First pitch is fired in there for strike one by Andrew Dietz, who takes the hill for the Jazz today. Dietz has appeared in one game here at Foundation Field against the Joes. It was back on June the 17th. He pitched one inning, gave up one run, it was earned, and one hit, did not have a strikeout or a walk. So he fires in the 0-2, and it dives low for a ball. Dietz.
Go ahead.
I was just going to Dietz's stat line. This is his fifth start. 8th appearance overall, pitching 24 innings, as a swing and a miss from Castleman gets him his first strikeout. So that'll be Dietz's 25th on the year. He's walked 15, given up 12 earned runs in his 8 appearances.
Yeah, he's been pretty effective for the Jazz. 4.50 ERA. He's recorded a strikeout basically on average in every inning, and looks good there on the at-bat against Castleman.
First pitch to Harry Jackson dives below his bat, swing and a miss for strike one. Andrew Dietz, the junior out of Chestnut Hill College, appeared in 9 games, started 7 for them this season, pitching 30 2/3 innings. There's a nice slider that finds the outside corner for strike 2. He's now up ahead on Harry Jackson, looking to get his second strikeout. Pitch, swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes from Dietz. Harry Jackson is retired. That's back-to-back strikeouts, and now Sammy Sass will come to the plate.
Yeah, you don't see too often where the first 2 hitters in the Joes lineup, Harry Jackson and Logan Castleman, strike out and back-to-back at-bats, but they do so there, and Dietz really settling in to start this outing.
The delayed leg kick and firing in is a strike from Dietz on the first pitch to Sammy Sass, who's arguably been the best Joe this week. 3 home runs, including 2 in a game, and the clutch hit against the Ohio Bison a couple of nights ago. That one dives low, though, for ball 1.
Yeah, Sammy Sass probably had the longest home run, maybe of the season we've seen, with the home run yesterday.
He grounds this one off the handle of the bat to third. Fleener fields and throws a rainbow over to first, but it is in time to Ben Huber, and that will retire the side. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Andrew Dietz. The third is a ground out. 1, 2, 3 for the Joes. No score after 1. We head to the second here from Foundation Field.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree.
Both teams had their first 3 batters come to the plate before the inning was ended, and so no score here from Foundation Field between the Hamilton Joes and the Richmond Jazz. First pitch in the top of the second inning from Bryce Smith to Ben Huber is a swing and a miss on the outside. Huber batting .320 this season, watches one on the inside corner for a strike. Huber playing first today, but can also pitch for the Jazz. Smith will set and throw in the 0-2. It is lined right side, and it'll get down in fair territory all the way to the fence. This could be extra bases as Ben Huber stands up on second. He's going to elect to stay there, and he is in there with a stand-up double.
Yeah, it was a fastball that was just off the plate on the outside half, and he was able to extend his bat out there and hit a hard line drive down the right field line, and he leads things off with a double. Jazz trying to strike first here tonight.
With 2 strikes on him, he puts it out there into right field. It got all the way to the fence before Harry Jackson was able to pick it up. So now the lefty Tyler Johnson will come in, and he will foul this one back. So the count is 0-1. Tyler Johnson is probably going to make the All-Star game this year out of Coastal Carolina. He's been really, really good for the Jazz this season as he watches a strike go by out of Bentonville, Arkansas. He'll stand back in the lefty box. Bryce Smith will take a step off. Stretch out. Now he'll get back on. Johnson's batting .328 this season as he skies this one on the left side. It's going to spin out of play. So now there's 2 strikes on him. Count 0-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you to please return all foul balls to the white tent for a special prize. Thank you.
Smith comes set and looks back at second, now delivers home. It's a breaking ball, it hangs, but Johnson can't put it in play. Fouled out of the left side.
Johnson has 4 home runs on the season for the Jazz, leads the team.
He's got 12 RBI as well. The 0-2, same spot, skied out to left. This one may stay in play though. Valderrama comes over and he's just a couple steps too short. That one landed near the Joe's bench where all the pitchers are sitting out in the bullpen. But Victor Valderrama was just a half second too late to it, so the count remains 0-2. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat coming from Bryce Smith right now. Fastball bounced over into the Jazz dugout. Tyler Johnson is battling up there at the plate. As this next pitch is outside for the first ball of the at-bat. Johnson's got 24 strikeouts this year. That leads this Jazz team as he swings and pops this one up into center field. Logan Castleman is coming over. He'll make the catch. And it was in that left center field gap, so that means that when Castleman came over, he threw over to third rather quickly, and that did not allow Ben Huber to make the tag.
Leandre Turner.
So Leandre Turner will come in now. Turner's batting .230 this season. He'll step in to the righty box. Freshman out of Marshall. Did not play this year for the Thundering Herd. Will get his first pitch. He's going to show bunt, pull it back. That's on the high part of the strike zone, so now the count is 0-1.
Leandre Turner just 2 for 11 against the Joes this summer. He will ready for the 0-1. Smith delivers. It's a fastball. He strokes this one into left field. It'll get down for a base hit. Valderrama fielded it quickly. He's going to throw home. The play at the plate is not in time. It gets by Evan Ulrich, but that won't allow Leandre Turner to advance past second. Run still scores, though. It's an RBI double for Leandre Turner. Since I have all the controls today, I'm going to roll it a single and then
and
advancement on the throw.
Advancement, okay. Sam is doing stats as well as color today, so he's working double duty here on the 4th of July. That's not right to make a guy work twice as hard on a holiday.
No, it isn't. Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin's out working at Home Depot right now. So it is ruled the single. Leandre Turner advances to second as this one bounces in front of Ulrich. He fires over to third, but Turner is in there in time, so runner advances now. There's one away in the inning. Holden Feidler's at the plate. That first one to him was a ball. As he'll step back in. Now he's got another runner in scoring position. He's now on third, so a chance to extend this Jazz lead. Fastball in on the inside corner from Smith is strike one. Feidler's had to split time with a couple of catchers for the Jazz as he watches this one inside. He's only appeared in 4 games this season, batting .167 in those. So he'll dig back in now. And send this one a jam shot out to second. Cole Becker makes a nice jumping catch over there in the shallow outfield. And so that will not allow the runner to advance, and now there's 2 outs in the inning. Bradley Fleener will come to the plate. Softly hit line drive there from Feidler that Cole Becker had to shuffle to his right for, but he was able to make the catch. First pitch to Fleener is outside for ball 1. Fleener second worst on the team in average, batting .138, appearing in his 17th game this year for the Jazz. Gets the 1-0 rather, grounds it to the first baseman Leighton Banjoff, who will go over and step on first base to end the inning. And that will finish things here in the top of the second. So 1 run comes across to score for the Jazz, but then after a runner got to third with just 1 out, the Joes were able to retire the next 2 batters. And that means it is a 1-0 game as we head to the bottom of the second. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the Joes. We will see them hit when we return. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Free Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
The Jazz put 1 across here in the second inning. We are in the bottom of it now, with the Joes looking to get that run back. 1-0 our score. Leighton Banjoff is going to come in for the Joes to start things here in the bottom of the second. Leighton's batting .268 this season, making his 16th appearance for the Joes. He's been hard at work since coming late from Nebraska. The first pitch from Dietz to Banjoff is a curveball right in on the inside half of the plate for strike 1. And quickly, Dietz will deliver the 0-1. This one dives down and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Banjoff. And he grounds this one, a bouncer over to the backstop on the left side. So now the count is 1-2 to Leighton. 1 for 4 yesterday against the Steam. Riding a hit streak, though. We'll look to extend it here. The 1-2 pitch. Banjoff lays off. It's just high for ball 2. The 2-2. This one low and in. So now the count is worked full by Banjoff.
Leighton's on a 7-game hit streak.
Banjoff looking for his 9th walk of the season potentially here. The payoff pitch, swing, and a foul tip. So Banjoff will restrap the gloves and now dig back in. Andrew Dietz got 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the first rather. Looking for his 3rd here from the windup. Here comes the full count pitch. In on the hands. Banjoff sends this one out into left field on a line drive. It'll go all the way to the wall. Tyler Borges finally cuts it off and will send it back into the infield. Banjoff takes a turn around second and will hold up. And that's a stand-up double to lead things off in the inning for the Joes.
And his hit streak is extended to 8 games now. Swinging the bat well is Leighton. And you have another hot bat coming up to the plate now in Cole Becker.
6th extra base hit of the season for Leighton Banjoff, and now Cole Becker, whose average has climbed all the way up to .290. will come up to the plate. Becker had the home run in the 9th inning a couple of days ago against the Ohio Bison. And Banjoff is going to call time and give his patting to Tyler Thaman. Thought that maybe he was advancing there as the umpire was pointing at second and third, but he was just pointing at Thaman and Banjoff. So he'll return to second. Couple of pounds lighter as Dietz and Ben Huber were tossing the ball back and forth during that stoppage, and after it ended, they did it one more time. Not sure what was going on there.
I guess they thought that Leighton Banjoff missed the base, but he didn't.
First pitch is a fastball to Cole Becker in there for strike one. Cole went 2 for 4 yesterday with an RBI in the win against the Steam. Was 2 for 5 against the Bison a couple of nights ago. Scored 2 runs, batted 2 in. The 0-1 in on the hands, and Becker sends this one just foul in a similar spot to where Banjoff got his double out too, but this one just misses that line. The 0-2 offering on its way just outside. Holden Feidler tried to pull that one in, but home plate umpire Kerry Lyle did not give him the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Dietz sets up near the chin and now fires. This one is in the turf. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cole Becker at a Little Miami High School will get the 2-2 offering, and he sends this one into right field. It is pushing foul, and that's where it will finish.
Cole Becker, usually a hard guy to strike out, only 6 strikeouts and 69 at-bats this season. We saw him get a 2-out, 2 strikes RBI single yesterday in the win over the Steam. Let's see if he can do it with 2 strikes here with nobody out, with Banjoff on second base.
2 balls, 2 strikes. As a firework goes off there, and Becker lays off. It just dives outside, so now the count is full at 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was pretty close to us.
Yeah, that one sounded like it was right behind the press box, maybe in the park right next to us. As I thought that maybe startled Becker a little bit, and he chose not to swing, as that one was right when he would have swung, but luckily for him, that one finished outside the zone. The payoff is on the way, and this one dives low and outside for ball 4. It'll get past Feidler, and that'll allow Banjoff to advance from second to third. So now runners on the corners for the Joes with nobody out.
Your next batter, the third baseman,
Luke Arnold will come to the plate.
Luke Arnold.
Arnold is batting .261 this season. He's seen a lot of time over there in third base, in the hot corner. First pitch to Arnold, he's way out in front. It dives low, swing and a miss for strike 1. Dietz comes set. And we'll check on Cole Becker. Over there at first, now he'll get the ball back. So, he'll ready for the 0-1.
Luke Arnold 4 for 19 on the season against the Jazz.
Here comes the pitch. Runner goes. This one is sent out into left field. It'll get down for a base hit. And it gets by Tyler Borges in left. Both runners advance. Coming home is Cole Becker. The play at the plate is not in time.
Boom.
Heads up base running there from Cole Becker. Leighton Banjoff scores easily, and after that one just skipped past the glove of Tyler Borges. Becker was full steam ahead all the way home, and he scores from first base on the single from Luke Arnold. That gives the Joes the lead, 2-1.
Your next batter, the left fielder, number 5, Victor Cole.
And now there's still nobody out with the runner in scoring position for Victor Valderrama. Valderrama batting .222 this season, 9 for 45. Or 10 for 45, rather, is the first pitch. He swings and misses at this one for strike one. The Joes have been working those hits out into left field. That's where every single one of their hits has been to this point. And even the ground outs, Sammy Sass went over to third on the balls that were put in play. Next pitch is a strike to Valderrama. No balls, 2 strikes. Dietz takes a step and delivers. This one bounces before home plate and into the breadbasket of Holden Filer. First ball of the at-bat, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Dietz gets his pitch and throws it home. Grounder over to third. Checking on the runner is Fleener. He'll throw over to first in time, and Arnold was not able to get over to third base. So he'll stick over there at second. Valderrama grounds out to third, and there's 1 away in the inning for Evan Ulrich.
Yeah, nothing Arnold could do there. That's the first out of the inning after a double, walk, and a single from the first 3 Joe's batters here in the bottom of the second.
Ulrich was hitless in his last appearance against the Bison, had 1 walk, as this one is in there for strike 1. But prior to that, he had been on a tear. 5-game hit streak. And his best performance of that hit streak was against this Jazz team in the 6-1 win, where he went 3 for 5. This next one's on the way. It's a grounder to short. The throw over from Chatham is in time, but this time Arnold will get over to third. So 2 outs in the inning. Runner advances. And now the 9-hitter Garrett Staten comes up.
Yeah, Chatham thought about going to third, but decided just to get the sure out, get 2 outs, and try to retire the 9-hitter Staten and try to go back to the dugout with only down a run after the Joes have scored 2 in the inning. But Staten, even though he's at the bottom of the lineup, has one of the best average, 3rd best average on the team at .308.
He's been kind of the second leadoff hitter for the Joes, but an swing there, and the play at the first base rather is in time. He put it in play, and it was scooped up by Dietz. There was no one covering the bag for the Jazz, so Dietz had to sprint over there, and he arrived a half step ahead of Garrett Staten, and so that will end things here in the second inning. But not before the Joes could push across 2. They strained 1 on third, but they now had the lead. It's 2-1. We'll return with the 3rd inning in just a moment here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
The Joes take the lead in the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 is our score now between them and the Richmond Jazz. Happy 4th to everyone watching from home today. We got a good crowd on hand here at Foundation Field. There's a good view, rather, of the fireworks show that Hamilton is putting on following the game tonight, as the first two pitches are both strikes from Bryce Smith to the 9-hitter Tyler Borges, making his return to the lineup. The 0-2 kick and deal from Smith is down and away for ball one. Borges batting .260 this year. At a Gulf Coast Community College, gets the 1-2, and it misses away for ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out in the inning. Borges is the leadoff batter. He'll get the pitch, and he went for a check swing, the appeal over to first, but he did not go around, so that works the count full, 3-2 now. Long windup here from Smith. The 3-2 in on the hands. It is bouncing foul. That ball traveled nowhere as it just bounced straight up and down, but it did go about a foot or so to the left of the third base line foul, so Borges will have to return to home plate.
Yeah, and I think if Smith did not pick it up right there, it'd probably trickle in play, but heads up move from Smith to pick it up before, as it was still in foul territory, because Borges was already pretty much 3/4 of the way down to first base.
So we try the 3-2 again. Here we go. Grounder over to third. Arnold makes the scoop on the hop. Delivers a bullet over to first. That's in time.
Nice play there from Arnold. It was played on a hop, and he had to backhand it. And he made a nice play and then threw across the diamond for the first out of the inning.
Luke Arnold has a cannon of an arm over there at third. He can just fire a fastball all the way across the diamond in time often. Top of the order comes up for the Jazz. It's KJ Curry. First pitch is a breaking ball that misses outside to him. Curry, the senior from Wilson College out of Bowie, Maryland, will get the 1-0, and this one is in there for strike one.
And Luke Arnold's looked a lot more comfortable at third base than shortstop. At the beginning of the season, we saw him a lot at shortstop, but ever since he's moved to third base, it seems like he's making play after play.
That one hit off the end of the bat. It'll just get over Cole Becker's head and bloop into shallow right. So that's another single for Curry, who's now 2 for 2 on the day. And with one away in the inning, there's a runner aboard.
The Jazz have the 7th best team average in the league at .264. Joe's ahead of them at .270 team batting average.
That average has climbed significantly over the past week for this winning streak for the Joes. First pitch is a chopper over there to the on-deck circle. Nice catch by Austin Slade, who barehanded that one. The lefty Chatham will step back in. He flew out to left in Victor Valderrama in his first time up. And before the pitch, a knee lift and throw over to first from Bryce Smith.
Chatham been really successful against Joe's pitching. 8 for 20 on the season. That's good for a .400 average.
Yeah, he's been a Joe killer at the plate. But he watched a slider on the outside corner come across for strike 2. So now the 0-2 pitch, waste one there from Bryce, and Chatham doesn't commit to it, so now the count is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is inside, so that evens the count now. KJ Curry has bluffed a couple times at first, but is yet to go.
38 stolen bags for the Jazz on the season. That's 11th in the GLSCL.
Swing and a miss. Look out. The bat goes flying into the Jazz dugout.
He got a piece of it, so he's going to stay alive. He's just going to have to go get that bat back.
That one flew, looked like over the Jazz dugout into the concession stand. Wow. So a big cut there from Cale Chatham. But like Sam said, that bat did just barely touch the ball, and so he'll get to return to the plate. He gets a new bat, and now he will come in.
We've seen that so many times this season from not just the Joes, but a lot of the times we've seen it from opposing teams where the bat has gone flying.
Yeah, the wood bats are different than the metal bats, obviously, the players play with in college. They don't have grips on them. You don't put kind of that grip on it, so instead you got to put tape or pine tar. The 3-2 throw over is away from Garrett Staten. That was the 2-2 rather, and it was a ball, so it got away from Staten at second, and that means KJ Curry advances, so now the count works full 3-2. Bryce Smith looks back at second, now delivers home. Chopper over to second. Tough play for Becker, but he's able to get there. The throw to first is in time. KJ Curry advances, but Cale Chatham is retired on the ground out to second, 2 away in the inning.
Next batter for the Jazz, number 1, Austin Slate.
Austin Slate comes in now. He grounded into a 6-3 double play his first time up. That ended the top of the first inning.
Yeah, he's batting .349 coming into this game. 7 for 15 against the Joes this season.
First pitch was in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1 offering. This one is low, but Evan Ulrich's able to keep it in front of him. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. One is in on the inside corner. That's strike 2. And so now Bryce Smith 1 strike away from escaping the inning and preserving this Joe's lead. Here comes. And this one is low. 2's across the board, in balls, strikes, and outs. Runner on third, that's KJ Curry. He singled with 1 out. And this pitch to Austin Slate is a breaking ball that's just outside. So the count is full once more. You've seen that a number of times tonight. Already in the early goings.
It's the 3rd time a full count has come up in this inning.
That pitch was low and inside near the feet of Austin Slate. He takes it, and he'll walk over to first with a ball 4.
Next batter for the Jazz, number 20,
First walk of the day for Bryce Smith. Now they're on the corners with 2 outs. Ben Huber comes up, and he doubled in his last time up to the plate and would come around to score to lead off the second inning. First pitch to Huber is in across the plate for strike 1. Smith now delivers home with the 0-1. It is fouled and dribbles over to the on-deck circle, so now the count is 0-2.
Big pitch here. Joe's trying to keep that lead 2-1, but the Jazz are threatening with runners on the corners.
Jazz are out hitting the Joes 3-2. They'll need one here to score that run on third and KJ Curry inside this game with 2 outs. Smith delivers, runner goes, a grounder sharply hit over to short. Garrett Staten delivers to first. That is well in time, and that will end the inning. So another quick reaction from Staten at short, and the Joes escape with another 0 up there on the scoreboard to keep their lead alive. It's 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the order is due up for the Joes. When we return, you're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008. If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors,
Andrew Dietz retakes the mound for the Richmond Jazz. His team trailing the Hamilton Joes by a 2-1 score. They were threatening with runners on the corners and 2 outs in the last inning, but Bryce Smith was able to get out of it. A ground out by Ben Huber means things are ended in the top of the third. Bottom 3 now. Logan Castleman, the one-hitter, up for the Joes. Castleman struck out swinging, was a part of a pair of strikeouts back-to-back in the first inning. He grounds this one over to short. Chatham throws over to first. That's the first out of the inning. Harry Jackson comes up now.
Number 14.
Jackson, of course, has been a monster at the plate for the Joes this season, batting .383 coming into this one. That average was over 400 for quite a while. Got to think that Harry will be a member of that all-star team selected in a couple of weeks. First pitch into him, though, is a strike from Andrew Dietz. Next one on the way, and Jackson was out in front, but he's able to just chip it with the bat, so now the count is 0-2.
He struck out on 3 pitches his last time up, trying to not do that again here.
From the windup, Dietz fires, and Jackson will stay alive for another pitch. It'll be the 4th of the at-bats, so no back-to-back 3-pitch strikeouts for Harry Jackson. But he'll have to face another 0-2 here. It comes from the hand of Dietz, and this one bounces prior to reaching home plate. 1-2 now to Jackson. From the windup, breaking ball does not break enough, misses high for ball 2. Jackson waves his hand around at some bugs maybe over there as he steps out, but now he'll get the 2-2 offering. It's a slider, and he bangs this one out into left field, base hit. Harry Jackson waited on that one, and his patience pays off. His first hit of the game, and he's in with a 1-out single for the Joes.
Yeah, he was able to get a piece of that one. He was sliding in on the hands, but able to get his barrel of the bat in front of it and poke it out into left field for a base hit. And a 1-out hit for Sammy Sass to come up to the plate.
Sammy Sass digs in, grounded out to third to end a 1-2-3 first inning. Runner on first, 1 out. The pitch from Dietz is on the outside corner fastball for strike 1. Sass out of Wright State will wait for the 0-1 and get it. It dives down and away for ball 1. Harry Jackson was toying over at first base with Dietz, hopping back and forth, did not go on that pitch. Throw over to first. Jackson is back in time. Sammy Sass at the plate. Had a great year for Wright State. Was a 3-sport athlete at Upper Arlington for the Golden Bears back in high school. First team All-Horizon. Gets the 1-1. Runner goes. It dives low. The throw down to second is a good one, but it just skips over the glove of K.J. Curry and into center field. So Harry Jackson gets the stolen bag. That throw looked good in terms of timing, but it bounced just a couple feet in front of K.J. Curry, and he wasn't able to react to it. So that one went into center field, allowed Jackson to reach. He's in scoring position here. 2-1 count to Sammy Sass.
Sass has an RBI in 5 of the last 6 games for the Joes.
He will pop this one up right side. It'll get out of play in the Jazz bullpen.
7 in the last 4 games.
He's had a couple of home runs against the Xenia Scouts, had a home run yesterday. And then, of course, had the clutch hit that brought in 2 against the Ohio Bison, gave the Joes the lead in a wild game. 2-2, down and outside, that works the count full. One out in the inning. On deck for the Joes is Leighton Banjoff, who doubled to lead off the second, would come around to score. The payoff is low and outside. That's ball 4. Good plate discipline there from Sammy Sass. He reaches first on the walk. And Leighton Banjoff will come up with runners on first and second, 1 out.
Number 6, Leighton Banjoff.
Banjoff has 7 RBI this season for the Joes. We'll look to get more here. First pitch is chin music for ball 1.
You know, Leighton had that nice double down the left field line in his last at-bat and was able to come and score back in the second inning.
And we're going to get a mound visit here from Michael Skelly, who will go in, talk to Andrew Dietz. He's got one of the Joes' top hitters at the plate, first and second. Joes looking to expand their lead, as it currently just sits at 1. Hits are even now, 3-3, after Harry Jackson had that 1-out single.
Yeah, no one's warming up in the Jazz pen, so just trying to settle the Dietz down. The longest Dietz has gone is 7 innings. He did that in his last start against the Marlins on the June 26th. Did not give up a run and allowed 5 hits. But the Marlins are at the bottom of the South and the Joes are at the top of the South, so a much different team he's facing today.
1-0 to Banjoff, who had 7 RBI this year for the Cornhuskers at Nebraska. He gets the pitch and bounces this one over left side foul.
Yeah, and Leighton Banjoff, he got that double off a 3-2 count.
The 1-1 is low for ball 2. So Banjoff is in a hitter's count here with 2 balls and 1 strike on him. Banjoff is the first of 3 base runners in a row who reached for the Joes back in that second inning. He takes a big swing at the 2-1 pitch and misses on the outside corner for strike 2. Jackson toying with Dietz, the 2-2. Outside, called strike 3, no. Yes.
Oh, my.
That was a delayed kind of reaction. Home plate umpire Kerry Lyle made the first part of the punch out. Didn't make the second for a little while.
Yeah, and that was outside. That was a couple inches off the plate.
So, a bit confusing there, but Banjoff strikes out looking. That's the ruling. So, Cole Becker will come in and swing and miss at a pitch that drops into home plate. Becker walked in that second inning, came around to score. He represents the winning run right now for the Joes as it stands. Dietz comes set. And delivers the 0-1. Outside, Becker thought about it. He's going to pull back. Becker didn't go across. Filer did a good job to keep that one in front of him. It hit off of him and trickled in front of home plate, so we had to stand up and keep an eye on both runners, but nobody went. Dietz sets. Now delivers. In on the hand, sent high and hard out into left field, down base hit. Here comes Jackson around to score. The play at third is not in time. RBI single there from Cole Becker. Sammy Sass dodges around the tag at third. The Joes extend their lead to 3, and now 2 in scoring position for Luke Arnold.
Yeah, good hitting there from Cole Becker. Gets his second hit, or his first hit of the day, walked back in his last at-bat, but able to score another run, and the lead is 2 now for the Joes, and they can extend that here.
4th hit of the game. First pitch to Luke Arnold, who had one of those. It was a single back in the last inning. He looks at a pitch inside for ball 1. The 1-0 up near the head. Arnold had to lean back and get out of the way of it. So 2-0 to Luke. Arnold at one point led the team, now doesn't anymore, but still has 12 RBI, which is tied for second. Or third, rather. The 2-0 is right down the heart of the plate. Arnold went halfway and held up, but he's regretting that one, as that was in the sweet spot. So strike 1.
Arnold had a 2 RBI single his last at-bat. Could he do it again?
He takes this one in the air, out of play, to the right side. Clangs off some metal out of sight. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position for the Joes. Dietz gets his pitch. And now we'll give it outside. The count is worked full once again. On deck for the Joes is Victor Valderrama. He grounded out to third in his last time up. The payoff pitch is hit hard into left field, and that will get down base hit. A misread there out in left from Borges. The play at the plate's not in time, and that's 2 more runs for the Joes.
Yeah, Cole Becker slid a little bit too early, but he was able to get his fingertips on the plate prior to the tag, and another 2 RBI single for Luke Arnold. He has 4 RBIs through 2 at-bats tonight.
A great game there from Arnold thus far. He advances to second after the throw home. And now there's a runner in scoring position for Victor Valderrama. Joe's lead 5-1. 3 come across here in the third. And not done yet. 2 outs. First pitch to Valderrama is over the outside half of the plate for strike 1. The 0-1's on the way. That's a fastball right down Broadway for strike 2. After starting off the second inning well, these last 3 hitters in the Joes lineup were retired in order. Valderrama looking to get his first trip to the base paths here. 0-2. He reaches out and pokes it into the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes to Valderrama. He sets into the batter's box, and Dietz eyes him up on the mound.
Victor's 4 for 14 against the Jazz pitching.
He hits this one in the air to straightaway
Get over
center.
head.
This one may get over Turner's head, and he's not able to make the catch. Valderrama gets to second. That was a huge misread by Leandre Turner. He had to turn around and run after it, and then when he turned back around, the ball was right there. He reached his glove out at it for a last-ditch effort, but wasn't able to secure it. Another run comes across for the Joes.
Yeah, the outfielders were playing well in, and Leandre Turner booked it to try to get to that baseball over his head, and then he overran it, and it fell right in front of him when he tried to flip out his glove. It's going to be an RBI double for Victor.
So the Joes lead 6-1 now. Grounder over to third. This is going to be a tough play. The delivery across the diamond is in time by Bradley Fleener. So he's able to do something good for the Jazz out in the field after a tough sequence. And that will end things here in the third inning of play. 8 come to the plate for the Joes. 4 come around. Their lead is extended out to 5. 6-1 now after 3 innings. We'll be back with the top of the 4th in just a second here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
A rough go on the road thus far for the Richmond Jazz. They trail Hamilton Joe's 6-1 as Tyler Johnson, the 5-hitter, will come in to start things in the top of the 4th inning. He watches a first pitch ball go by from Bryce Smith, who retakes the mound for the Joes after going 3 complete innings. So far, he's given up 1 run off 4 hits. Next pitch slider curls away from the strike zone. Johnson is ahead. 2-0 is spun in the air into the parking lot, so that'll move the count to 2-1. Tyler Johnson out of Coastal Carolina was a fantastic midseason pickup from Michael Skelly. He's got some serious power, and he could put the Jazz right back into this one with one swing of the bat, but that swing's not going to do it. He misses for strike 2.
Yeah, Johnson's a really good player out of Coastal Carolina for this Jazz team.
Chanticleers have a great program. He lifts this one out into left field. Victor Valderrama, though, will be right there, and he'll make the catch.
Joe's doing good work, though, against Tyler Johnson. He's 0 for 2 now. 2 flyouts on the day.
Next batter, number 11, Leandre.
Leandre Turner comes up now. He singled and made it all the way to third in that 2nd inning, where the Jazz were threatening to take the lead, or take a bigger lead, rather. Extend it to 2, but he was stranded there. He shows bunt, and he pulled it part of the way back, but still got a piece of the ball, but it still went into Evan Ulrich's mitt behind the plate for strike 1.
Bryce Smith still doesn't have a strikeout today, but he's only given up 4 hits and only 1 run.
The 0-1 from Smith is outside the whole way, so that evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Smith had a tough day his last time out.
Another bunt is shown there from Turner, but he pulls it back. This one's inside.
Yeah, and go back to Smith. His last outing went 5 1/3 and gave up 9 earned runs in that offensive slugfest down in Florence, but looking good, a lot better tonight. here at Foundation Field.
The next pitch runs high. So there's a 3-1 count now to Leandre Turner. The pitch is in the zone. Turner sails it out of play. And now we'll get a payoff pitch. Here it comes. Turner reaches out and grounds this one to third. Arnold will sidearm it over to first. And that will be in time for the second out of the inning.
Luke Arnold just makes it look easy over there at third base. Tough play, but he's as smooth as butter.
That ball was not hit very hard. Arnold had to come in. He had to come across the infield and come in quite a ways to get the ball into his glove, but he was able to do that rather easily and make the play over to first. First pitch to Bradley Fleener's off the hands, right over to Garrett Staten at short. He throws over to first, and that will retire the side. The Jazz go 1-2-3. Their struggles continue here in the top of the fourth. And as we head to the bottom of the fourth now, the Joes will look to extend their lead. As it stands, 6-1, 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Joes. Around the corner when we return, you're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe.
Andrew Dietz is back on the mound after a tough go at things his last time on the bump. He gives up 4 in the bottom of the third. He'll return for the bottom of the fourth. And his team is trailing 6-1. Garrett Staten, the 9-hitter, comes to the plate now for the Joes. He grounded out on an unassisted play to Andrew Dietz back in the second inning. He'll receive his first pitch right down the pipe for strike one, rather.
Yeah, the Joes were able to get 8 guys up to the plate last inning, scored 4.
And next pitch slider misses just low for 1 ball, so that evens the count of 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Staten was the only guy that didn't bat in the last inning back in the third.
The top of the order started things, and the Joes went all the way through 1 through 8. But we're not able to get to Staten as he fouled this one. That was a bouncer behind home plate. One-two pitch from Dietz is on the outside corner, just outside. Garrett Staten gave a hop in there in the batter's box while he was awaiting Kerry Lyle's verdict.
He watched that all the way into Feidler's mitt.
He gets another chance.
Good eye there.
2-2. That one is in there, strike 3. Second looking strikeout for the Joes of today. That's the 4th strikeout for Dietz.
Back to the top of the order for your Joes.
1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. But the top of the order comes up, Logan Castleman to the plate. Castleman did not get to partake in the run fest in the last inning. He grounded out to short to lead things off. He watches a first pitch on the inside that misses for ball 1. Castleman, the current Moorhead State player transfer from Wright State, watches a Pitch on the inside for ball 2. Castleman transferred from Wright State to Morehead State mid-season this year.
And went hitless yesterday, so couldn't extend his 8-game hit streak.
He went into a bit of a slump, but broke it in a big way and went on that streak. But as you mentioned, it was snapped yesterday. He watches this next pitch go by for a strike.
Although it was snapped, he walked twice, was able to reach base.
And another one in there for strike 2. Yeah, Castleman just reaches base in any way possible. You name it, he's done it. The 2-2. Outside, Castleman pumped his hands, thought about going after it, but held steadfast in the batter's box. It missed outside, 3-2. The payoff from Dietz is down the middle. Castleman hits this one hard. It's off of Chatham's mitt and into left field. That's going to be a base hit as that one was ripped by Castleman, the line drive. He's got his first hit of the day. And with one out in the inning, Harry Jackson will come up.
Number 14, Harry Jackson.
Harry is 1 for 2. He had a single in the last inning. Got things started for the Joes and would eventually come around to score. The pitch from Dietz is a nice curveball in there for strike 1. Castleman thought about going over there at first, took a couple steps, held back. Dietz facing away from Castleman at first. The righty will shake his head a few times and deliver the 0-1 pitch. In on the hands. It's an interesting shot over there to short. Tough play for Chatham. And Jackson beats it out, throws his hands up. What a weird play that was.
Yeah, he really just didn't. It was like more of a check swing, but more than a check swing, as he probably went like 3/4 away around, and it was in the perfect spot, just past the third baseman, and Chatham over at short had to field it to his right, and Harry Jackson's going to beat that out many times than not, more times than not. And now runners on first and second with one out for the Joes on back-to-back hits.
So Harry Jackson aboard with an infield single on a slow hit ball over there to short. He beats it out. 2 on for the Joes with 1 down. That's the 8th hit of the evening. They now double the Jazz in that category. Sammy Sass is at the plate. His first pitch is down the middle for strike 1. Sass walked after Harry Jackson stole a base. And then he would come around to score as the second of the 4 runs that would come around for the Joes in the third. The 0-1 from Dietz is low, and Feidler had to toss his mask off to track that one down in the dirt after it hit him in the chest, but he was able to do that with no issues, so no runners advance. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sass.
Sass on an 8-game hit streak for the Joes. He had the clutch hit 2 days ago down in Newark. That gave the Joes the win. Down the final strike, he was able to poke one through the right side and score 2 Joes to take the lead.
The 1-1 is hit in the air on the right side. Slade is chasing after it. He camps under it, and he'll make the catch. Castleman tags over to third. Harry Jackson will have to stay put at first, and so 1 runner advances for the Joes now. 2 outs in the inning, and Leighton Banjoff will come up.
Your next batter.
Banjoff pulled one out into left field in the second inning. It was a double that led things off for the Joes. He struck out looking on his last time up.
See if Harry Jackson will be on the move here on first and third.
Trying to bait a throw. And before the pitch, Dietz was thinking the same thing you were, throws over to first. The throw is not in time. Jackson does not go on this first pitch. It runs inside near the elbow of Banjoff. Just sneaks by him for ball 1. Second pitch of the at-bat. This time runner goes. Hit and run was on. Jackson grounds it to short, or Banjoff rather. Throw over to first from Chatham is in time. And that will end the fourth inning. Joes were threatening with runners on the corners, but back-to-back outs from Sass and Banjoff mean no runs come across in inning number 4 for the Joes. They still hold on to a pretty sizable lead, though. 6-1 our score as we head into the 5th. Sun beginning to set here in Hamilton. It's golden hour on July 4th. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Joes fans, Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Luke Westpoli, Sam Newcomb alongside with you here in Hamilton. Thank you for tuning in on this Sunday night. Happy 4th to everyone out there. Joes are having a good game thus far. They lead the Richmond Jazz 6-1. Bryce Smith delivers his first pitch of his 5th inning of work across the plate for strike 1. Bradley Fleener is the batter for the Jazz. Grounded out to Leighton Banjoff at first. This time he'll ground one over to Cole Becker and will be retired once more.
Yeah, Bryce Smith just going out there throwing strikes. Jazz players are hitting it, but right at Joe's players. Smith doesn't have a strikeout on the day, but that's what he's been doing all season long, and that's getting contact outs for the Joes.
Tyler Borges comes to the plate now. Excuse me.
Tight
Yawning
over
over
there?
here in the booth, yeah. The parade wore me out, sitting in the sun for a little while. The first pitch was a ball to Tyler Borges. Now the 1-0 is on the way, and this one misses up high. Yeah, the Joes partook in the 4th of July parade through the city of Hamilton today prior to the game, as this one is sharply hit up the left side, just gets past Luke Arnold into left. It gets pretty deep. The throw over to second from Valderrama is just not in time, and Cole Becker dropped it as well. It was a well-hit ball out there into left, but Valderrama fielded it very cleanly and delivered a quick throw over to second, but just barely not in time. Double for Tyler Borges in the 9 spot. That's his first hit of the day, and now KJ Curry, the top of the order, will come up.
And Curry's 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Those came in the 1st and 3rd innings. Now getting his 3rd try in the 5th, in on the hands. He will hit this one in the air over to third base. Luke Arnold will make the catch. And so that'll be an easy second out for the Joes.
The next batter, number 21.
Cale Chatham comes up now, who's searching for his first hit. That's the first time Curry is retired. And the runner would not be able to advance on that play as Luke Arnold made the catch right over there by third. Chatham flew out to left and grounded out to second in his 2 attempts today. First pitch from Smith just missed across the plate for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is on its way. It's a breaking ball, and it just misses up high. So 2 misses from Smith to start the at-bat. Chatham is ahead now 2-0.
Bryce Smith hasn't walked anybody tonight.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Chatham's been great against the Joes this season, but struggling today. Not anymore. That one's stroked into the gap in right center field rather. Castleman throws this one in, but there's going to be no play at home. The Jazz are able to push across one. Tyler Borges scores on the RBI single from Cale Chatham.
Your next batter, number 1, Austin Slate.
Austin Slate comes up now. First pitch to Slate is popped up into center field. Castleman is on the move, and he hauls it in for the 3rd out of the inning. So a brief hiccup from Bryce Smith means 1 run can come across for the Jazz, but the Joes still hold on to a decent lead. 6-2 our score as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're officially halfway through our contest here on the 4th of July. The Joes looking to hold on to their lead and possibly extend it when we return for the bottom of the 5th here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day. Offering a diverse range of senior living services, our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 18...
Leading off the 5th inning for your Joes, number 18.
The Joes concede 1
Becker.
in the top of the 5th inning, but their lead still holds at 6-2 now. The first pitch from Andrew Dietz, who has made his way back to the mound, misses down and away for ball 1. Becker is 1 for 1 today, reached base twice on a single and a walk. His next pitch is on its way. He hits this one high in the air to left field, but it's not going to get far enough. Tyler Borges makes the play. First out of the inning comes off the bat of Cole Becker. He got a good barrel on that one, but just put it right where the fielder was. That was Tyler Borges. And F7 to start things here in the bottom of the 5th. Luke Arnold takes the plate now. 2 for 2 today with two RBI singles, as he fouls this one high in the air out of play. There's some movement in the Jazz pen. We will keep our eyes peeled over there on the right side, and we'll let you know once we get a number. The 0-1 pitch is hit hard over the first base side. Ben Huber ranges to his left and makes the quick catch.
Yeah, Arnold robbed of his 3rd hit of the day. Just lined it right to the first baseman.
Next up for your Joes, number 5.
2 quick outs for Andrew Dietz, who's just trying to extend his outing as long as possible at this point with movement going on in the pen. Victor Valderrama comes to the plate. 1 for 2. He had the RBI double a couple of innings ago. He watches a first pitch slider that misses outside for ball 1. Valderrama hit that one to straightaway center, but it was a misread from Turner that benefited him. That ball ended up getting down. Second pitch is in the same spot, so now the count is 2-0. And this one just misses on the outside. That one looked pretty good from where we were, but just a hair out of the zone. So the count is 3-0. Andrew Dietz will drop the ball on the mound, and so he'll have to walk over to where it rolled to go get it.
Victor Valderrama got his second double of his season on that last at-bat.
And that's a 4-pitch walk, so he's in there on base for the second time now. Valderrama having a nice day. 1 for 2, but he's reached base twice.
Your next batter.
2 down in the inning. Evan Ulrich comes up. He's sniffing around for his first hit.
Ulrich.
Ulrich is grounded out to short and third. First pitch is on the way. He thought about swinging. It was up near the hands. He pulled it back for ball 1. Evan Ulrich, a recent commitment out of the transfer portal from Ohio State. He will head to D2 Charleston University in West Virginia next year. The throw back to first. Valderrama's in time. Ulrich was in the portal after not getting time for the Buckeyes this year. The 1-0 pitch is a grounder on the handle of the bat. Left side fell.
Yeah, it looked like it was off the foot of Ulrich, and he's trying to walk it off.
Ulrich, who, as we've mentioned a couple times, was the #1 catching recruit in his class at high school in the state of Ohio. 1-1, and he takes a 3/4 swing at it and misses for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Valderrama a couple shuffles off first base. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Ulrich, and that will retire the side. So the Joes are not able to get that run back that they conceded in the 5th, but their lead still stands at 4. 6-2 our score after 5 innings. We'll head to the 6th. We're starting to get down the stretch here in Hamilton. We'll see if the Joes can hold on and keep first place in the GLSCL South. Top of the 6th around the corner. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Bryce Smith retakes the hill for his 6th inning of work. His Joes leading the Richmond Jazz by a 6-2 score. Ben Huber, the cleanup hitter, will lead things off for the Jazz. He hits this one in the air out to center field. It'll get down and one hop the wall. Castleman picks it up and throws it in. It's a stand-up double on a shot out there to center from Ben Huber.
Yeah, Huber gets his second double of the day. Crushed that one over Castleman's head. To his right, actually, and it landed in the left center gap. And like you mentioned, one hop the fence. And a lot of good exit velocity on that one. And the Jazz trying to cut into that deficit, which currently sits at 4 for them.
And that'll certainly help. Lead-off double there from Huber. First pitch is fouled off and bounces to the backstop from Tyler Johnson. This is a guy who can change the game with one swing of the bat.
Yeah, Johnson, like I mentioned earlier in one of his at-bats, he has 4 home runs on the season. Leads the team.
That's double the second best on this Jazz squad. As this next pitch hits him. So Smith struggling a bit here to start the inning. That one plunks Johnson, and now they're on first and second with nobody out.
Number 11, Leandre Turner.
Leandre Turner will come in now. 1 for 2 with a single, but grounded out to third his last time up. Michael Skelly will give some signs to his base runners and batter, and now Turner will step in.
Wouldn't be surprised to see if Turner lays down a bunt here.
The Jazz are trying to claw their way back into this game. He will try to do just that, but this one gets by Ulrich, and they're going to get the base runner advances for free.
Yep.
Both advance 90 feet, second and third. Now you don't have to sacrifice an out, and there's 2 in scoring position with nobody out in the inning. Leandre Turner pulled that bunt back, and it was a ball on the inside. So now his count is 1-0. First pitch from Smith is grounded third base side, foul. Count even, 1-1. Smith sets on the rubber and now delivers. And this one's another soft dribbler. This time it'll roll back and spin to the backstop.
This would be a good time to get your first strikeout if you're Bryce Smith.
Yeah, you could definitely use one here. Jazz threatening 2 in scoring position. The 1-2. This one is hit into the gap in left center. It'll bloop down for a base hit. Castleman will run into it. He will throw home. It is wild. It gets over there. Ulrich is able to make the grab, but Leandre Turner advances to second, and it's a 2 RBI single to cut the lead in half.
Castleman had no chance at getting the guy Huber or Tyler Johnson from second base who came around to score. He probably should have thrown it to second base where Turner was going. He was probably halfway down the line when Castleman got the baseball. Could have gunned him down for the first out, but instead still nobody out in the inning, and now the Jazz are not done yet. Still nobody out, and it's a 6-4 game.
Olden Feidler comes to the plate. There was a miscommunication between Castleman and Valderrama in left. Both of them thought they were going to go after it, and eventually Castleman called him off on the ground ball. This is a good bunt there from Feidler. Ulrich will go over to third. It is not in time, and the runner will reach. Fielder's choice for Holden Feidler, but Turner advances to third, and now with nobody out in the inning, the Jazz are potentially going to put one more across. Ryan Finnerty will come out and have a chat with Bryce Smith. There's a pitcher doing band work over in the Joe's pen. I believe that is Chase Hopewell, but he has not started throwing yet. Now Sammy Sass, who's DHing today, and is the bullpen catcher, will run over to the pen. And there's a pitcher putting the glove on. So there's 2 pitchers with gloves in the pen. I think they are Chase Hopewell and Adam Derringer. Hopewell's stretching his arm out as the mound visit disperses. And Hopewell will be the man who's going to warm up for the Joes. So runners are on the corners for the Jazz. After they cut this lead in half, they've got a potential to cut it to 1. Swing and a miss from Bradley Fleener. That's strike 1. Bryce Smith has given up 4 runs on 8 hits. 3 of those runs have come across in the last 2 innings. Nobody out still in this 6th. That one dies low for ball 1.
If you're the Joes, you just want to hold on to that lead and get back to the dugout as quickly as possible. You'd love to get a double play ball here.
This next pitch is swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Evan Ulrich by Bradley Fleener. So now there's 2 strikes on him. Smith still does not have a strikeout in the game. As that one's up near the chin of Fleener. It misses him by mere inches. That evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Smith is fouled off. So the count remains what it was, 2-2. Smith looks at first and now delivers home. This one is taken into shallow center, but Castleman will be able to come in and make the grab. The runner is tagging from third home. The play at the plate is not in time, and the runner from first, Holden Filer, will be able to tag over to second. So Logan Castleman tries to go for the Hail Mary play to home, and as a result, the runner advances to second. One more comes across, and the tying run is now in scoring position with 1 out for the Jazz. Smith looks over at the runner at second and now delivers. That's a good slider in there for strike 1. Tyler Borges, the 9-hitter, is up to the plate. He doubled in his last time up, came around to score that 1 run we saw in the 5th. He's going to lay down a bunt. This is an absolute beauty. Luke Arnold will let it roll all the way to third base. It's not going to go foul. That's an infield single. That is maybe the best bunt we've seen all year. That one rolled about a foot to the right of the third base line, true, all the way to third base. And so that advances the runner to third, and that also puts a runner on first. Tyler Borges with the infield single. The top of the order is up now in KJ Curry. Runner goes. Smith had him picked off. He threw over to first instead of second, though, and that's going to cost him. Tyler Borges steals the bag.
Nothing going right for the Joes this inning.
Yeah, Bryce Smith maybe a little bit rattled there. He stepped off and caught Borges going, but he threw over to first instead of second, and that allowed Borges to get into second easily. There was no throw from Leighton Banjoff. Infield in for the Joes. First pitch was a ball to Curry. Now the next one on the way. Curry hits this one. Line drive out to left. Valderrama's backtracking. He'll reach up and make the catch. But now the tying run will come home for the Jazz as this one bounces over to third base. Runner advances, run scores. It's a 6-6 ball game.
Another blown lead from the Joes. And I guess I'm pretty sure who was it? Borges didn't tag up in time. It'll be a double play.
Goodness. So the Joes all ran off the field. The umpire is talking to the Joes dugout right now. All the Joes players have run in. The run does not score.
Yeah, it does.
Or the run was taken off the scoreboard for a moment. So the run does still score. But yes, the runner did not tag in time. So the game is still tied, but the Joes are able to escape the disastrous inning. And so we are tied 6-6. Weird way to end the inning for the Joes. It did not go well for them. They concede 4, and we're all tied up heading into the bottom of the 6th. The Joes look to retake the lead when we come back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube. All right, so what the heck happened? So Borges... ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767.
ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home,
Number 9.
New pitcher in for the Jazz after they came all the way back to tie this game. Louis Falcone, number 13 in blue, has not appeared for the Joes against the Joes yet this season. Falcone, the sophomore hometown boy out of Richmond, Indiana, plays at Hanover College. He's making his 7th appearance, his 6th out of the bullpen. His first pitch delivery is outside to Garrett Staten. He's pitched 13 and 2/3 innings, giving up 16 hits, 9 runs. They were all earned, walking 9 and striking out 10. That's a big cut there from Staten. Whiffs for strike 2. Or for strike 1, rather. One, breaking ball right on the outside half of the plate for strike 2. That one just clipped a piece of the outside corner. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garrett Staten, who's 0 for 2 today. Looking strike out his last time up, looking to avoid doing the same here. He watches a pitch go by outside for ball 2.
Joe's had a 5-run lead a couple days ago against the Bison and blew it. It was actually an identical score to this one. It was 6-1, and then the Bison came back to tie it at 6.
The Joes would go on to win that one in extras. Grounder over the third base side. It'll be just a touch foul from Staten. Yeah, the Joes was a little over a week ago, I believe it was last Saturday, that they took on the Bison at Don Edwards Park. That was a crazy one, as you mentioned, Sam. The Joes had a 6-1 lead, and then in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, the Bison came all the way back to tie it, but the Joes would eventually win that one. Additionally, the Bison were about 1 foot away from a walk-off home run. It was just short out there in right field. The Joes stayed alive, and they would come back to win that game. The 2-2 is outside to State, and the count works full.
The Joes, though, this year, even though they've blown a lot of leads, they've done a good job at answering in the following half inning. See if they can do that here again.
The 3-2 pitch is in the zone. Staten grounds this one to short. Chatham Fields delivers a bullet over to first. It's a bouncer, and Huber's not able to make the play. That's going to be an E6. The bad throw from Cale Chatham over there at short results in a base runner for the Joes. Garrett Staten reaches for the first time tonight.
As Chatham,'s 9th error of the season, he's really struggled over there at shortstop, and that could pay costly for the Jazz because you got the leadoff man on, and now you got the top of the order and Logan Castleman up to the plate.
Castleman had a single his last time up, ripped one right at Cale Chatham, and it went off his glove, but he wasn't able to make the grab. First pitch is a breaking ball that's on the outside. Gets away from Falcone for ball 1. Falcone has an interesting curveball. It's dead straight. And that's another example there, and this one misses in the same spot. So that's ball 2. Castleman is ahead now. Logan has had a couple of deep shots. One was against the Jazz at their park last week. This breaking ball does find the outside corner, so strike one to Logan. Two balls and a strike. The pitch to Castleman misses outside. 3-1 now. As is normal for the Joes, Harry Jackson's on deck in that 2 spot. He's 2 for 3 today. The 3-1 Castleman fouls it off and out of play.
It's the first time this season that Louis Falcone is pitching against the Joes.
Southpaw, 6', 170, will step back on the mound. Eye up holding Filer and get his pitch from the stretch. The 3-2. Breaking ball fools Castleman. He's out in front, swings in, whiffs on it for strike 3.
Yeah, just a breaking ball that Castleman just couldn't get a piece of.
Your next batter.
So Castleman frustrated on the way back to the dugout. That's his second strikeout. His last came back in the first inning, and the first at-bat of this game for the Joes. Harry Jackson comes to the plate now with one away. Runner goes. Jackson, or Staten rather, was picked off. The throw over to second is in time. And just like that, 2 outs and the base is empty. Staten got a good jump over there on first, but Falcone stepped off in just enough time. He threw over to first, and Ben Huber threw to Cale Chatham, who applied the tag. Curveball misses the outside corner there to Jackson. It's been a tough last inning for the Joes after they give up 4. They get a base runner, but a strikeout and a pickoff now mean the bases are empty and there's 2 out. This next pitch misses outside. The Joes were just 1 ball away when Castleman was up to the plate to potentially having first and second, nobody out with Jackson at the plate. But Jackson is ahead 2-0, so the Joes looking to put together a rally here. He sends this one up the third base side foul.
And instead it's 2 outs, nobody on.
2 balls and a strike. Falcone looking to finish the inning here. This one dives into the dirt for ball 3. Sammy Sass is on deck for the Joes. 0 for 2 today. Had a sac fly in his last time up. 3-1 to Jackson is delivered, and that's ball 4. That one just missed the bottom right corner of the strike zone. Jackson is aboard for the 3rd time tonight,
Your next batter.
and Sammy Sass will come to the plate.
Sammy Sass.
Sass is due for a hit. 0 for 2 in today's game. He's batting .310 on the season. He's finally gotten over that 300 hump, and now he's second on the team in average, only behind the man on first in Harry Jackson. First pitch from Falcone. He drives this one into left field. Way back. No doubt about it. Sammy Sass with a moonshot out there in left center. And Sam, you said a couple nights ago that he may have hit the longest home run of the season. Well, he may have just beaten his mark.
Yeah, that one had a lot more height to it, but it goes over to the fence. That's all that counts. Sammy Sass with another home run on the season. He's just been hitting the ball well. He's seeing it really good. He had one last night. How about another one here on the holiday of 4th of July to retake the lead for the Joes?
That is the 4th home run of the week for Sammy Sass. Unreal. That's his 5th of the season, and the Joes retake the lead. It's 8-6. First pitch is a way off speed breaking ball to Leighton Banjoff for ball 1. How about a response from the Joes?
Yeah, a good response. And Louis Falcone on that, he's been throwing a lot of loopers, not that fast, and Sammy Sass sat on it and just drilled it for a home run.
The 1-0 to Banjoff is missing up high for ball 2. Yeah, his curveball is really a lot slower than a lot of his other pitches, and as you mentioned, Sass did a great job. Castleman was fooled by it and swung out in front, but Sass just waited for the right moment, and he took that one out into the houses in left field. Falcone struggling here with Leighton Banjoff. The count is 3-0. This pitch is outside, and the Joes have another base runner here with 2 outs. Leighton Banjoff advances to the base paths for the second time tonight with a walk.
Next batter, number 18, Cole Becker.
So it looks like Bryce Smith's day is going to be done. He's behind the Joes dugout right now. First pitch to Becker is outside for ball 1, so we're probably going to see Chase Hopewell in the next inning. As it stands, Smith has given up 6 runs on 9 hits. Not his best night, but the Joes are ahead. After the home run from Sammy Sass, this one is a spinner high in the air over to the first base side. Huber had some trouble with it, but he was able to make the catch for the final out of the inning. He retires Cole Becker. Sammy Sass, another home run. Did you expect anything different from him at the plate? The Joes blow the lead, but they steal it right back. It's 8-6 here from Foundation Field. We head to the 7th inning. Here on July 4th, Chase Hopewell will take the mound when we return. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave.
Chase Hopewell takes the mound for the Joes after Sammy Sass's home run gives them the lead right back. They blew it from 6-1, but now they lead once more 8-6. Cale Chatham will come in.
You probably think Hopewell would probably go all 3 innings the rest of the way if he doesn't run into any trouble.
The first pitch from Hopewell is a fastball that is chopped over to the Jazz dugout for strike 1. Hopewell's been great for the Joes this year. Out of the University of Findlay, he's in the portal. He's got some D1 offers that he's probably going to make a decision on within the next couple weeks. The 0-1 is lined right at Cole Becker. That's an out.
Yeah, and he hasn't pitched since July 1st, so he's has 2 full days of rest. He went 2 innings in that win over the Marlins in his last time out.
Hopewell can do both. He initially was more of a closer guy for the Joes, and then when the scouts came to town, he started a game as this one is grounded up the left side, just foul.
Number 29, Austin.
And after having a good performance in that one, the Joes have stuck him into the rotation. But additionally, he's continued with his relieving duties as well, so he can do both. The 0-1, and this one is a line drive that gets out into center or left field, and that's an out. Caught by Victor Valderrama.
Next batter for the Jazz, cleanup hitter.
Second fly out from Austin Slate today. And Hopewell looking to come in and retire them in order in the 7th. Ben Huber stands in his way. Huber's been the hot bat tonight for the Jazz. Two doubles.
Yep, Huber on those 2 doubles, he's come around to score as well.
First pitch from Hopewell is missing outside for ball 1. It's interesting, on both of the first 2 batters Hopewell faced, those balls were hit pretty hard. Hopewell's got a lot of velocity in his arm, and the Jazz were able to reflect that back the other way, but they haven't found a hole in the field just yet. 1-0. This one into straightaway center. Castleman does not move a muscle and makes the catch.
Yeah, that was a laser right after Castleman, and like you said, didn't have to move at all to make that grab. 1-2-3 inning for Castleman, or Hopewell.
Good start for Chase. The Joes lead by 2. It's 8-6. We'll stretch here in Hamilton and head to the bottom of the 7th as the Joes will look to expand on their lead. 2.5 innings to go. And the Joes are looking to hold on and secure first place in the GLSCL South. Bottom of the 7th around the corner.
Believe Inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Joes as Louis Falcone will retake the mound. The Joes lead 8-6. The winning hit as of right now came off the bat of Sammy Sass. It was a round tripper out there in left field, a 2-run shot that scored Harry Jackson, as the first pitch to Arnold is in there on the outside corner for strike 1. Sam Sass has had a fantastic week.
Yeah, he came in the day 8 for 22 with 7 RBIs and 3 homers, and now you can add to that total 9 for 24, 9 RBIs and 4 homers. Could be a nominee for GLSCL Hitter of the Week.
That one's hit hard into left field. It'll get down for a base hit. Arnold will take a long turnaround first, but will head back. And I know Sammy Sass is in the spotlight right now, but Luke Arnold had himself quite a day. His Wright State teammate, his 3rd single.
Yeah, he's now 3 for 4. He also had 4 RBIs today. He had a 2 RBI single in the 2nd, and a 2 RBI single in the following inning in the 3rd.
So now Victor Valderrama comes in. He's reached base on his last 2 times up. He takes a first pitch slider that was low the whole way for ball 1. Falcone will step back on, and now comes Set. Lefty on righty matchup. This is a high breaking ball that misses for ball 2. This has not been a pitcher's duel. The Jazz have an ERA of 5.01, but the Joes lead the league with 3.45. That may go up a little bit after today's game, as the next pitch misses away to Valderrama. So there's 3 balls and no strikes. And now Holden Feidler will go talk with his pitcher.
You see Joey Chestnut broke the record for hot dogs.
Broke the record.
76 dogs in 10 minutes.
That is absurd. I couldn't even.
If you had to put a
imagine
number on
that.
it, how many hot dogs could you eat in 10 minutes?
10 minutes? I would say comfortably 4 if I wanted to make myself as miserable as possible, maybe 5.
Okay. So about a hot dog every 2.5 minutes or so for you?
Yeah, I think I would start out pretty fast, but I'd slow down pretty quickly.
Yeah,
What's your guess? I'd like to know.
I don't know. I would have to try it sometime. I honestly don't know. I really can't put a number on it.
I've never tried to speed eat before. It doesn't seem very much of a pleasant experience, but that pitch misses up high. Ball 4 to Victor Valderrama. First and second, nobody out for the Joes.
Next up for your Joes.
I mean, and the second place guy only had like, what, 50 dogs?
50,
Like,
I think. Yeah, he
like,
dominated.
I mean, that's just year in and year out for Joey Chestnut, one of the best athletes in the world.
He's got more wins in the major championship than Tom Brady, so say what you want about that.
Yeah. I can't imagine what he's going through right now, though.
Oh, that'll be tough, for sure. I imagine there's someone probably screaming at their TV set right now at me after I just implied that Joey Chestnut is better than Tom Brady. I do not personally believe that. Just to cover my tracks a bit. First pitch misses outside to Ulrich. The next one is on the way, the 1-0. That one misses down low for ball 2.
Yeah, there's a couple guys warming up, or just one guy warming up in the pen for the Jazz. That's number 10 for the Jazz. I believe that might be Chafin. No,
Anthony Rogers.
Yeah.
So he may come in later as we see a firework out there in center field and a curveball that dives right down the middle for strike 1. The fireworks should hopefully hold off until this game concludes, but it's July 4th. People are celebrating all over the place in Hamilton. The 2-1 misses outside to Ulrich, and Falcone is having a mighty struggle out there.
Pretty sure the city fireworks starts at 10 o'clock, so we're on good pace unless craziness happens.
9:02 with 2.5 innings to go. This next pitch misses outside, and now the bases are walked loaded.
And nobody out.
No one out in the inning, yes.
Next up for your Joes. Number
That'll
9.
bring out Michael Skelly, and we may see Anthony Rogers come in. Garrett Staten will be the batter, and if his performance tonight compared to his batting average is any indication, he should be due for a hit here. And Skelly will take the ball from Louis Falcone, so that'll finish his day. He gave up the deep home run to Sammy Sass after a decent inning to that point. But
Taking the mound for
now
the
he
Joes
will
is number 10,
have to come out of the game. He is responsible for all 3 runners on base. And Anthony Rogers will come in. Another lefty the Joes will have to face with the bases loaded as a firework cracks right over our heads here at Foundation Field. We'll give you Rogers' stat line and more when we return. Right now he warms up. We have some words from our sponsors. The Joes lead 8-6, bases loaded, exciting moments ahead here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
Four Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008. If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
The new pitcher is Anthony Rogers out of Concordia for the Jazz, making his third appearance against the Joes this season. His last time up was the last game between these two teams. He went 6 innings in the 6-1 loss, giving up 2 runs off 8 hits, striking out 4 and walking 2. He comes in a very sticky situation with his team down 2, but he delivers a nice first pitch to Garrett Staten for strike 1. The bases are loaded. If any of those runs come across, they'll be credited to Louis Falcone. There's nobody out in the inning, and some of the Joes' best hitters are coming up in Staten, Castleman, Jackson, and Sass as this next pitch misses high and outside for ball 1.
Falcone pitched against the Joes in his last time out on the 29th of June. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 8 hits. Joes hit him well, but really couldn't score many runs off him.
There were a lot of guys stranded in that game for the Joes. The 1-1 is in on the hands, and it is a looper into center field. The Jazz are struggling to get after it, and Chatham will drop it. And he's going to have no play after there was no one covering second. So Chatham ran back into center field. He dropped the ball, but it seemed like it would have been okay as he would have just had to throw to second to get the force out, but there was no one covering the bag. So a single from Garrett Staten, it's his first hit of the day, scores a run. The bases are still loaded with nobody out. And now Logan Castleman, one of the most dangerous hitters in the Joes lineup, comes to the plate.
And Chatham catches that if the infield is not in. They were in towards the green part of the turf, and he had to go run a long ways to try to catch it.
First pitch is a good one on the outside corner for strike 1 from Castleman. Now the 0-1 offering. This one, watch out, gets near Castleman's legs, but he dives out of the way in time. Great stop behind the plate by Holden Feidler.
And Feidler saved a run from coming across.
One the count. The delivery, this one's driven out into center field, having to come in and make the catch is Leandre Turner, but the Joes weren't sure if that one was going to get down or not. There was some confusion, and the runner on third, Victor Valderrama, did not tag.
Your next batter, number 14, Harry.
So maybe a mental mistake there from the Joes as no runners advanced on that hit out into center field by Logan Castleman, but no run score. But now Harry Jackson comes to the plate. Harry walked in his last time up and was immediately driven across by Sammy Sass's home run. The lead is 3 for the Joes. It's 9-6. First pitch to Jackson. Misses up and out way for ball 1. Jackson is 2 for 3. Reached base on 3 out of 4 of his attempts. 2 singles and a strikeout prior to his walk. The 1-0 gets away, and Castleman was calling at Valderrama to stay at third, but he went anyway. The throw back to the pitcher was not a good one from Feidler, and so Valderrama will score. All runners advance for the Joes. And so that mistake from the base running on that last play is negated as all the Joes come through with no outs given. One more comes across, 10-6 now. The 2-0 is up high and away to Jackson, so now the count is 3-0.
Darryl said green light up here. See if Harry heard him.
There's no force play, so he could potentially score a run, and he's going to get a good pitch here. No, he's not, actually. That one runs inside, so he's going to have to look at that one. But he does advance over to first with a ball 4. And look out. Not the guy you want to have coming to the base.
No.
Or the plate, rather, with the bases loaded.
If you're a Jazz fan,
If you're a
I'm
Jazz
all for
fan.
it. I'm all for it.
Joes fans are all for this as You mentioned Sam. Bases loaded for Sammy Sass, who just crushed one in his last time up over the left field wall. The first pitch to Sammy, he foul tips this one. That was a good pitch to hit, but Sass just couldn't square it up.
Yeah, he was too far in front of that one, and it squibbed off the end of the bat.
Bottom 7, 10-6 our score. 1 out in the inning for Sammy Sass. 1 for 3 with a home run in the game. This next pitch is low the whole way. Ball 1. And if Rogers could get through Sass, he would not be out of the woods yet. Banjoff and Becker on deck and in the hole respectively for the Joes. The 1-1 is in the turf, and Feidler's going to have to block it. Two balls and a strike to Sammy Sass. This is a hitter's count. Here comes the pitch. And this one's inside. Sass shaking his head a little bit. I think he wants a pitch he can hit, but he hasn't gotten it yet. And now Anthony Rogers is at risk of walking one in. The 3-1 is low. Ball 4. Sammy Sass walks, and a run comes around to score. All runners advance. Evan Ulrich will make the slow trot to home plate, and the Joes' lead is now 5. It's 11-6.
Next up for your Joes.
That's the 4th walk of the inning for Anthony Rogers.
Banjoff.
Or for Jazz pitching, rather, as
Yep.
Rogers came in with the bases loaded. First pitch to Leighton Banjoff is sharply grounded up the third base side foul. Banjoff's got some pop in his bat. He hasn't showed it yet this year for the Joes, but he did have a home run this year and 3 last year for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. Rogers comes set and delivers the 1-1. This one's in the same spot.
Yeah, Rogers is struggling to find the strike zone. Since he's came in, he's given up a single. He got Castleman to fly out and then back-to-back walks.
2 balls, 1 strike to Leighton Banjoff. This next pitch is in that exact same spot. That has been the struggle point for Rogers. It's down near the feet of the batter. He's thrown probably 10 pitches there since he's come in. And he's at risk of walking another in. The 3-1 is low. That's ball 4. And another run comes across for the Joes. Joes hitters aren't having to do a whole lot other than stand in. Garrett Staten, the 9-hitter, comes home. And now there's still bases loaded and only 1 out in the inning for Cole Becker, who is 1 for 3 with a single. The Joes have now batted around. Luke Arnold, who started off this inning for the Joes, is on deck. First pitch is up and away to Becker for ball 1. Becker represents the run that could potentially end this game. If all runs came around to score here, the Joes would enact the mercy rule, as they'd be up 10. This one is zipped low and in for ball 2. And you got to think that maybe Tyler Thaman's just telling his guys, just stand there right now, because Anthony Rogers just cannot find the strike zone for anything. The 2-0. That time he does. Becker went half around on it.
Shoot,
it was on the outside corner anyway for strike 1.
You and I could probably go up there and pinch it and work a walk.
2 balls and a strike. This one's in on the hands. Becker goes after it, and he sends this one into the netting behind home plate. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Joseph put on a good performance here in this inning after blowing the lead. We appreciate all of you joining us here on this 4th of July. The 2-2 is driven high in the air out to left. It's going to get over to Tyler Borges. He makes the catch. Runner is tagging from third and reaching home safely. 2 runners advance for the Joes. And that's a sacrifice fly that extends their lead out 13-6 now.
Yeah, Colin Becker just doing his job and hitting it deep in the outfield to score a run.
2 in scoring position, and now Luke Arnold will get his second at-bat of the inning. He's singled in his first time as the leadoff batter. And he'll have second and third with 2 outs. The first delivery from Rogers is outside for ball 1. Next pitch misses up high for ball 2. Becker went swinging on that last at-bat on a couple of pitches. Had he looked at, probably would have been balls. But Arnold has laid off here, and now he faces a 3-0 count. Victor Valderrama is on deck. There are fireworks going off really close to us here at the field. A couple fans were startled by that one. Just to our right, 3-0 pitch. That's in there on the top part of the zone for strike 1. Get me over strike there from Rogers. He needed it. He has struggled in this inning as this 3-1 dives outside. And that's ball 4, another walk. This time from Luke Arnold. And that'll bring in Victor Valderrama with the bases loaded. That winning run is on first. Now a double could potentially win the game for the Joes. First pitch to Valderrama is lifted up and out of play. Once again, after 7 innings or more in a 9-inning game, if a team is leading by 10 runs or more in the GLSCL, the game ends. The Joes have done it once this season. It was to the Ohio Bison here at Foundation Field. Valderrama takes a go at this one and fouls it up and over the screen.
The Joes have, well, Victor's the 11th guy to bat, but the 10 guys that have already batted in the inning, 8 of them reached. And so far, 5 of them have scored.
There's 3 on the base paths right now. Valderrama faces the 0-2. And Rogers will step off. He'll come back on now. He sets. And delivers. This one in and just skipped into Holden Filer. Took a weird spin, but it's still in front of him, so no runners are able to advance. The count is still 1-2 to Valderrama. The 1-2 pitch is grounded on the third base side. It'll get into left field. 1 run scores. The second comes around. The play at home is in time. That'll end the inning. The Joes almost got 2 more there. Leighton Banjoff with the aggressive base running was just a couple steps too slow. And that'll end things here in the bottom of the 7th. But disaster strikes for the Richmond Jazz, and a fantastic effort if you're a Joes fan. 6 come across in the bottom of the 7th. 11 come to the plate. And the score is now 14-6. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Chase Hopewell will return to the mound for the Joes, as the Jazz will look to just get something going in the penultimate inning when we return here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening
The Joes lead 14-6 here in the top of the 8th inning after 6 runs came across in that bottom of the 7th to pretty much put this one away on the 4th of July. The Joes are looking to close out an undefeated week that catapulted them all the way up into the top of the GLSCL South standings as their winning streak stands at 5. We've seen all kinds of games from the Joes, but we are yet to see a blowout of this caliber. Chase Hopewell's looking to close it out. He pitched a strike and a ball on the first 2 pitches to Tyler Johnson. The Joes had a 6-1 lead in this one. The Jazz came all the way back to tie at 6-6 as a swing and a miss there from Johnson makes it 1-2. And then Sammy Sass belted a 2-run home run in the bottom of that 6th inning over the left field wall to give the Joes the lead right back. And then in the bottom of the 7th, the pitching went wild for the Jazz. 1-2 is fouled off, and that one hit awkwardly off Evan Ulrich. He looks to be in a little bit of pain, shaking that left hand off.
In that 7th inning, the Joes batted 11 total guys. They had 3 hits. They worked 7 walks. Or 6 walks. Scratch that. Nope, 6 walks.
Sam's brain is fried. He's been working a million things at once, working the scoreboard you see on your screen, doing his own personal stat book, broadcasting, doing our point streak stat book. He's been doing it all today. It's been a tremendous help to us. The 1-2 is fired in there just off the plate. That evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man, Kevin Hawk really missed out on one today.
Yeah.
He told us about a week ago that he was going to have to work and he'd have to miss this one, and the Joes explode for 14 runs. The 2-2, swing and a miss from Johnson. There's a strikeout. That is the first strikeout of the game from Joe's pitching.
Yeah.
So you got your beer batter. It's Tyler Johnson.
But unfortunately, he probably won't bat for the rest of the night.
Yeah, the Jazz would have to put together a pretty good performance in these next couple of innings, because they've only got 5 bullets left in the chamber, and they're trailing by 12. Or 8, rather. First pitch is outside from Hopewell to Leandre Turner, who's 2 for 3 in the game.
I was going to say, if we were up by 12, this game would be over.
This game would be over, yes, indeed.
We would get the mercy rule win.
The Joes were looking to get that for their 2nd time. They did it, as I mentioned, once to the Ohio Bison. Back when they did that to the Bison, they were in first place. And if you look around the GLSCL today, we'll take a moment to do that, actually. This is a good time to do that right now. The Ohio Bison lost to the Cincinnati Steam, so can you believe that? After being in first place, the Bison have lost 11 in a row.
They were 11-3. Now they're 11-14.
Just nothing has gone right. We saw in the game against the Joes, they came all the way back from being down 6-1. They almost had a walk-off home run, and they still weren't able to pull the game out. I mean, they probably should have won 3 or 4 games over that span. As a swing out of the shoes there from Turner misses.
And then just 2 days ago, they had the Joes down to their final strike.
Yeah, they had the Joes down to their final strike, and they weren't able to pull it out. I mean, there were so many games that they probably should have won that they just didn't. And just a really, really unfortunate break there for the Bison. Also, the Xenia Scouts on top of the Ohio Marlins 9-2 at Grady's Field. That's the other game going on in the South Division for those who it may concern. Swing and a miss from Leandre Turner. Back-to-back strikeouts from Chase Hopewell. 2 away in the inning.
Your next batter, number 14, Holden.
Yeah, Hopewell's just mowing down guys. With the win, the Joes would have a half-game lead on the Steam and then a 2.5-game lead from the third-place team, Richmond Jazz.
Top 2 get into the playoffs. First pitch is fouled off by Holden Feidler, the catcher. The Steam, with the win over the Bison, are technically tied with the Joes right now, but obviously the Joes still have a couple innings to go. If they're able to pull this one out, they would push ahead again. As the 0-1 pitch is delivered to Feidler from Hopewell on the high leg kick. It's up high for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch from Hopewell, breaking ball, doesn't break enough, ball 2.
The Joes can get the final out in this inning without giving up a run. They'll only need 2 in the 8th.
There's a Joes pitcher warming up in the bullpen. I'm not sure who that is, as the 2-1 misses away for ball 3. It's not really a warm-up, I guess, as they're not throwing to a catcher. It's more just throws. But
Sass is over there.
We'll see.
Or is he? Actually, I don't know.
The 3-1 pitch, that one misses low for ball 4. Oh, had a sensory overload there. Was thinking about your question, Sam. There was a firework that went off, and we got ball 4 all at the same time. Apologize for the delay on that one. Holden Feidler advances on the walk.
I think that might be Colby Haynes out there warming up. We haven't seen him in a while. The last time he pitched, he left the game with arm soreness.
Colby Haynes out of University of Cincinnati may come in should we get to that top of the 9th, but Hopewell's looked pretty good. You retired him in order in the 7th, and he got 2 strikeouts to start this 8th. He did give up a walk, but he's got a chance to get out of the inning here. He delivered a first pitch ball to Fleener. Now the second one is a looper into left center field. Castman calls off Valderrama. No, he doesn't. It drops right in front. The throw to second is offline, and so that's an E8. Runners will advance to second and third.
Your next hitter is number 25, Tyler Borges.
They're going to give a single to Fleener, and he advances to second. So a miscommunication. Logan Castleman called off Victor Valderrama, so Valderrama started to run away from it and peeled towards the front of Castleman, and then it landed in front of Valderrama. So I'm not sure what happened there. But now there's runners on second and third for Tyler Borges. Doubled in both of his last times up. And back in the 6th inning, when the Jazz were threatening to potentially take the lead, he ended the inning because he tagged too early from second. Had he not tagged too early, there would have been 2 outs with a runner on third, and our game would have been tied at 6. And next thing you know, he tags too early. Sammy Sass gets the home run in the next inning. The Joes have a small lead, and then they blow it open in the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 is the count to Borges. Hopewell kicks and fires. This one up high. Second and third, 2 outs. Hopewell just needs 1 after an unfortunate break on that last play. Logan Castleman wasn't able to get to it in center. And that cost the Joes the inning. 2-0. This one gets by Ulrich, and a run will come through, and there will be no play at the plate. Pass ball gets through the legs of Evan Ulrich. Holden Feidler comes around to score, and now it is 14-7. So the Joes are lucky this isn't happening in a close game, because back-to-back unfortunate breaks for them mean the Jazz have scored a run in this inning after Hopewell probably should have gotten out unscathed. Now fireworks are going off all over the place. In center and right, behind us, all over.
Yeah.
3-1 now. Hopewell gets the get me over strike. 30 minutes until the city's fireworks show begins. That is what the fans have come for. There's a good view of it here from Foundation Field. 3-1 from Hopewell. Misses high, ball 4. The fans express their displeasure, but it's now going to extend the inning, so...
Yeah, not sure where that ball missed. It looked like a lot of fans said it was right down the middle. It sure looked like it.
It was maybe just a bit up high for Kerry Lyle, who's behind the plate. Keegan Burney will come out and talk with Chase Hopewell. And, I mean, Chase can't really control some of the stuff that's happened to him in this inning. He did have the walk, which was the run that came in to score. However, this inning should have been over after a misplay out there in center field from Castleman, and he doesn't get the benefit of the called air, but he'll have to battle here. He's got a nice cushion to help him, though. His team up 7 runs. Keegan Burney departs the bump and heads back to the dugout. And now the top of the order is up for the Jazz. It's KJ Curry. The first pitch from Hopewell is right down the middle, strike 1. Curry will step back in. Started off hot, 2 singles, since has 2 pop-outs. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss there. Hopewell eyes up Ulrich, gets his pitch for the 0-2. Shakes his head and now fires. This one's outside. A ball and 2 strikes to KJ Curry. Hopewell looks home. Now gives. That one's up high. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fireworks going off to our right. As you probably could have guessed, and as you could have seen from our camera, it's dark here at Foundation Field. Lights are on. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Hopewell escapes the inning. And he gets his 3rd strikeout of the inning after a bit of space in between. So the Joes give up 1 after the pass ball allows the Jazz to score, but they still are doubled up on Richmond. 14-7 our score. If they can put 3 across in the 8th, then they will end this game on mercy rule. If not, they'll just look to extend their lead a little more as we head into the late goings of this game. New pitcher in for the Jazz. We'll let you know who it is when we come back. Bottom 8 on the way from Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposely so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story.
With the Jazz down 7 in the bottom of the 8th, why not experiment a little? Position player Gerald Buchanan comes in to pitch. It's his first appearance on the bump for the Jazz this season. Evan Ulrich will lead things off for the Joes. The first pitch from Buchanan is in there for strike one. Buchanan has played outfield this year for the Jazz, and the Joes have seen him a lot as a big rip and a miss there from Ulrich for strike two. Did not pitch this year for Wilson College. Has not pitched yet for the Jazz as well, but he's got Evan Ulrich down 0-2. This next pitch is a slider that goes outside for ball one. The 1-2. Half check swing there from Ulrich on the high pitch. He shakes his head as he knew that would have been ball two, but he stays alive nonetheless. So the count is 1-2 now.
Joe's lead by a touchdown.
14-7 our score. Buchanan steps off. The fans are antsy for some fireworks. We're seeing them all over the field. As a swing and a miss there from Ulrich means the first strikeout from Gerald Buchanan. Nice pitch there from Buchanan.
Batter, number 9, Garrett.
But the fans, as I was saying, are antsy for some fireworks. They're focused on the game right now, but there's fireworks going off all over the place. But once this one finishes at 10 o'clock, just over the hill on the left side of the field, the city's fireworks show will begin. As the pitch from Buchanan, the first one to Garrett Staten, is fired up near his head. He gets out of the way. Many celebrating here on the 4th of July. We're glad you could spend it with us. Swing and a miss there from Staten. The Joes looking to celebrate an undefeated week here and celebrate going into a day off in first place. If they can close this one out, they've got a nice lead up 7. That one misses up high to Staten, 2-1.
Yeah, the Joes would cap off a perfect week, 6-0, if they can hold on to win this one, as it looks like they will.
This one is lifted out into right field, and the play is made by Austin Slate. So that retires Garrett Staten for the second out of the inning. The Joes, you could say, are the team of the week in the South.
Next up for the Joes.
And it's just unfortunate timing that you can't name them team of the week in the entire GLSCL. As we mentioned on the broadcast yesterday, the Sandusky Bay Ice Haulers have won 20 of 21, and they're on a franchise record 14-game winning streak right now. Some unbelievable stuff happening up in Sandusky right now. The first pitch to the top of the order, and Logan Castleman gets all the way to the backstop for ball one.
You know what Sandusky is like known for, right?
What is that, Sam?
Well, I'm asking you.
I don't. As
Well,
the,
there's one big thing in
Ohio
Sandusky.
native, I don't.
There's one big thing in
Is
Sandusky.
that Cedar Point?
It is, yep.
Okay. I've never been to Cedar Point, so I wouldn't know. 2-0 to Castleman. He drives this one into left, just foul. Yeah, never been to Cedar Point. I know you went to Kings Island, which is a Cedar Fair park related to Cedar Point.
Yeah, nothing beats Cedar Point.
Kings Island is a good park, but obviously Cedar Point is the big one.
They call it the roller coaster capital of the world.
I had to take a second, but I eventually figured it out. 2-1 to Castleman is up high for ball 3.
Smoke is
All
coming
sorts
right.
of smoke from the fireworks coming over the field.
You can see it on the screen, too.
This one runs inside. That's ball 4. Spooky. As it clouds over the field. I think maybe our grill guy went a little crazy.
Number 14, Harry Jackson.
Harry Jackson comes to the plate. And the first pitch delivery from Buchanan is in on the hands for ball 1. Runner on first, 2 outs. This next one runs inside for ball 2. On deck for the Joes is Sammy Sass. He could end this one if Jackson were to reach and Sass were able to get to base and come around to score in some way. Jackson lifts this one out of play. Joes need 3 runs after conceding 1 in the top of the inning to enact the mercy rule. This is like something out of a movie. Fireworks going off all over the place around the field. Jackson hits this one out of play. Don't know if you can see him on your screen, but we see him here at the park. 2-2 count to Harry Jackson. That one dives low, and the count is full.
So Buchanan was looking good through the first 2 batters, but since he's struggled to find the strike zone.
The payoff pitch in there, strike 3. There's a good pitch. He ends the inning. It's been an unfortunate night for Jazz pitching, but Gerald Buchanan did a pretty good job. He comes in from the position and is able to retire the side on 4 batters and does not give up a hit in the bottom of the 8th. So we head to the 9th. The Jazz are trailing by 7. And the pitcher for the Joes, it may be Chase Hopewell, it may not be. We don't know yet. Will come out and try to end things and give the Joes something to celebrate about on July 4th as we head into the fireworks show post-game. Stay with us. Top 9 on the way here from Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Berry Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872. For years, they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
Colby Haynes takes the mound for the Joes. He will take over for Jace Hopewell and look to close things out. He won't get the save if he's able to finish it, as the Joes' lead is too large. 14-7 our score here from Foundation Field. Once again, thank you so much for joining us, spending your holiday with us. We know it's a celebratory time. We hope you enjoyed your Sunday, and we're certainly enjoying it up here in the booth. Joes with a dominant performance through 8 innings.
I say we get a coach up here for the post-game interview.
Coach, okay.
We got 3 to choose from.
I'll let you choose. Save it for later. We'll have a surprise. Fireworks are going off louder than they ever have on that one. I know I've commented on the fireworks all over as that first pitch misses outside to Cale Chatham. It was interesting. I was talking to you during the commercial break, Sam. Back when we were in Newark a couple of nights ago, before July 4th was really in full-fledged, as a swing and a miss there from Chatham brings on strike 1. Back in the late innings of that one, it was a tough situation for the pitchers as they kind of had to step off after every single firework that went off. There were fireworks going off all over the place at Don Edwards Park, and that maybe didn't let the pitchers get into a rhythm as that one is grounded into left for a base hit from Chatham. That's his second of the game. But for the Bison, it was the most unfortunate as their guy ended up blowing the save and the Joes took the lead. But
today though, you got a
7-run
cushion.
Yeah, you got a 7-run cushion, and obviously now that July 4th is in full force, you got to play through it. There's just way too many fireworks going off. We'd still be in the 4th inning if every pitcher stepped off every time one happened. First pitch is a ball to the next batter in the lineup. It is a pinch hitter for the Jazz. It's Austin Deering. He's coming in for Austin Slate. So he'll get one more at-bat in before this one concludes. Swing and a miss on that one for strike one. Joseph's seen Deering a couple times this year in the field. He comes in to pinch hit here. Sophomore at Hurricane, West Virginia. Teammates with Leandre Turner at Marshall. The 1-1 misses high and away for ball 2.
Kobe Haynes hasn't pitched since June 15th.
It has been a while for the UC Bearcat.
He left that game with soreness in his arm.
This next pitch misses up high, ball 3. Haynes is struggling a little bit to find the strike zone here. We got fireworks now in straightaway center, so you guys can enjoy those. Haynes looks and delivers the 3-1. Nice one. Swing and a miss there from Deering.
That was probably ball 4. It was up in the zone, but Deering went chasing.
Full count, nobody out. Runner on first. It is Cale Chatham, Austin Deering at the plate, Colby Haynes on the mound. The payoff. This one is hit into left field. Valderrama will take a couple steps back and he'll make the play. That's the first out of the inning. Won't advance a runner, so still on first with one out here, and a double play ball could potentially end it as Ben Huber comes to the plate. Huber is 2 for 4, a pair of doubles to his name. He came around on both of those. Haynes looks over at first and now home. First pitch is high for ball 1.
Let's get an inning or a game-ending double play here.
That could finish off a great game for the Joes. Swing and a miss on that one though from Huber. That's strike 1. This one is a looper out there into right. Tough play for Jackson. This ball's going to get down just barely in fair territory. That'll advance the runner to third. And now they're on the corners with one out. Tyler Johnson will come to the plate now.
Next batter for the Jazz, number 19, Tyler Johnson.
Colby Haynes will get some rosin and now return to the mound.
11 minutes till fireworks, the city fireworks start here in Hamilton.
Then it'll get really loud. Colby Haynes needs to get this one over quickly if he doesn't want to experience that.
Yeah.
This next pitch is up high to Tyler Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 3. He's reached base once on a hit by pitch. He's DHing today, as the man who bats before him, Ben Huber, is in his normal spot in the field at first. The 1-0 is inside. Two balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss from Johnson. That's strike 1. 2-1-1 out. They're on the corners. The pitch from Haynes is fouled off out of play on the left side. The Joes and Jazz have the same number of hits at 12, but the Joes have them doubled up at 14-7.
Yeah, one thing that's going to hurt you for the Jazz is walking batters. They walked 14 tonight.
Yeah, a lot of them came in that 6-run 7th inning. For the Joes, the pitching really struggled. That one is fouled off into the same spot by Johnson into the parking lot. So the count remains 2-2. So the Joes are tied atop the GLSCL South right now, but they'll move up into sole possession of first when this one concludes, as the 2-2 is grounded over to third. Arnold Fields fires to second for one. The throw over to first will not be in time, so a run will come across, but there's 2 outs in the inning now. Johnson reaches on the fielder's choice. Now Leandre Turner comes to the plate. Fans clapping here at Foundation Field. For the Jazz, they will fall to 2.5 games behind and 2 games behind playoff position. This is a crucial win for the Joes, as you want to get as much distance between yourself and third place, as that first pitch is a hat grazer to Leandre Turner. As the top 2 teams make the playoffs, you want to give yourself a nice cushion heading into the final 20 or so games of the season. This next pitch is fouled back to the screen. Haynes hurls. This one just misses inside, and it'll actually hit Leandre Turner, so that will advance him to first. Johnson advances to second, and a hit by pitch for Leandre Turner. Holden Filer will come up. The Jazz are putting together a string of batters here, and they're just keeping this game alive in whatever way they can. They trail by 6.
Shoot, we might not even have any time for an interview.
The first pitch from Haynes to Fiedler will happen momentarily. Here it comes. It's outside for ball 1. And now Evan Ulrich will go have a chat with Colby Haynes. All he needs is one more. He's conceded 1 run in this inning, but his team has given him a safety net, as they still hold on to a 6-run lead. Evan Ulrich going to calm him down here, tell him all he needs is 1 more. One ball and no strikes. So Holden Fiedler. Haynes takes a couple looks at second, now throws home, swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice pitch there from Haynes. One. This one's up and inside for ball 2. Two balls and a strike to Holden Fiedler, the catcher. Reached base twice, but hitless in today's game. The pitch is right down the plate from Haynes. That's strike 2, and now the Joes are 1 strike away. The fans voice their approval as Haynes gets his pitch. Fireworks finale. Will we get one on the field? The 2-2 fouled off. Fans clapping here. Colby Haynes delivers the 2-2. It's grounded over to short. Garrett Staten Fields gets the force at second, and that will end the game. Fireworks on the field. Fireworks off it. The Joes win it 14-8 over the Richmond Jazz tonight. The Joes improved to 18-9 on the season. Their winning streak extends to 6, and they successfully complete the undefeated week as they take over sole possession of first place in the GLSCL South. For the Richmond Jazz, they fall to 15-11 on the year. Their winning streak is snapped at 2 games, and they will finish out their week here tonight. For the Jazz, they will have a doubleheader at the Ohio Bison down at Don Edwards Park. A good chance for them to get a couple of wins on Tuesday. For the Joes, they'll be right back here at Foundation Field against the Xenia Scouts. Sam and I will have the call as always on YouTube, and we hope to see you out at Foundation Field. So the fans will get to enjoy some fireworks here at Hamilton, and we hope that you will as well, wherever you may be listening from. Happy 4th of July from us here at the Hamilton Joes. Sam, any final thoughts on the dominant win from the Joes?
Just a great week for the Joes. They came into the week maybe, I think, 3rd place, but they were able to finish the week up a half game on this team in first place, and they take down the Jazz 14-8 to have a perfect week, 6-0.
So the Joes put a signature stamp on it. They take it 14-8 here from Hamilton. So that'll do it for us here in the booth. For Sam Newcomb, my name is Luke Westpoli saying so long from Hamilton. Once again, the Joes take it 14-8. Join us next time. It'll be on Tuesday as the Joes take on the Xenia Scouts here at Foundation Field. For now, though, the Joes go into the off day in first place, and the fans and players will celebrate with some fireworks. Happy 4th here from us at the Hamilton Joes. Thanks so much for watching, and good night.